In one of my previous videos, I showed you how to build a beginner all-wheel drive drift car using the Nissan 370Z. But that raised another question. Is all-wheel drive actually better than rear-wheel drive for drifting? Let's put them to the test. We'll start with the exact all-wheel drive build from the previous guide. This is my very first attempt today, no warm-up, no practice runs. Okay, maybe I should have done a couple of practice runs before recording this, but let's see what happens. If this is how I'm doing with all-wheel drive on my first try, just wait until you see the rear-wheel drive run. So we managed to score just over 155,000 points on our very first attempt. If we open the map, you'll see that this drift zone requires exactly 155,000 points for 3 stars. So even without any practice, the all-wheel drive setup is already capable of getting the maximum reward. Now let's switch the exact same car to rear-wheel drive and see if we can beat that score. To convert the car back to rear-wheel drive, go to drivetrain swap and choose the stock drivetrain, which in this case is rear-wheel drive. Next, we'll reinstall the drivetrain upgrades just like before. Race clutch, drift transmission with 4 gears, race driveline, and a drift differential. Once everything is installed, let's jump back into the tuning menu. For the differential, set acceleration to 100% and deceleration to 70%. Using the exact same values we previously used for the rear differential in the all-wheel drive setup. In the gearing section, move the final drive back to 2.2, just like before. Save the tune, and let's see how the exact same car performs with rear-wheel drive. This is as fair as it gets. Same car, same setup, same track, same weather. The only difference is the drivetrain. Let's see which one comes out on top. Right away, the car feels completely different. It's much more challenging to control, and even getting off the line is harder with all the torque going only to the rear wheels. Braking traction is definitely easier, but keeping the drift under control now comes down almost entirely to driver skill. Starting a drift isn't the difficult part anymore. Keeping it going smoothly is. On my first attempt, I managed to score just over 138,000 points, which is only enough for 2 stars. With more practice and better rear-wheel drive control, I'm sure reaching 3 stars is absolutely possible. On my second attempt, I managed to improve my score to just over 144,000 points. Still not enough for 3 stars, but definitely a step in the right direction. So, what's the verdict? If you're a beginner and your main goal is to earn 3 stars in every drift zone, I definitely recommend starting with AWD. It's much easier to control, more forgiving, and makes learning the basics of drifting a lot less frustrating. RWD, on the other hand, feels much more natural and rewarding once you get the hang of it. But there's no doubt it requires more skill, better throttle control, and plenty of practice before you can consistently achieve 3-star scores.